Hello everyone, welcome to Orange Tactical. Today we're going to talk about the difference between the P365XL Comp and the P365XL. So here I have a standard P365XL, this one's the FDE version, and then here I have the P365XL Comp, and this one's the Rose Edition. So let's talk about the differences in the comp versus the non-comp. And why you would want one versus the other. So you can see here that if I hold the backs together and look at the fronts, the slides are the exact same length. So on the P365s, the comp is an internal comp. It's not something that's on a threaded barrel or anything like that. It's all internal to the firearm. And the advantage of that is that means that this 365XL works with any P365XL holster. If you do an external comp, then you've got to find external comp holsters that are different. If you happen to have both of them, like I do here, then you have to have different holsters for different weapons. But these two can have the same holster. So that's a big advantage of an internal comp. So let's talk about the differences here. Obviously, everything is pretty much the same, but the comp, basically, and the slide. So your comp is internal to the slide, and then your barrel is a little bit different in both of these as well. This is an older model, so it's got the no rear sight, whereas the Rose Edition is the newer design that has the rear sight built in if you have an optic or without an optic. The other thing, let me slide this one back. The other big thing you'll notice if I line these two up, is first of all your sights are in different spots. So because the comp is on the front of the slide, it has to shift the front sight back a little bit, so you get your front sight back a little bit. The other big difference you're going to see is the barrel length. So you can see this one is a shorter barrel versus the standard longer barrel. So I believe this is actually the same barrel. I'm like 99% sure this is the same barrel from the standard P365 or the P365X. That's the same barrel length. And then this is the XL barrel length that's a little bit longer. But what they do for the comp is you just don't have your barrel, and then whatever recoil mitigation, all your gases will go up this way before they go out. And what that does is that helps you shoot your gun more flat. And gets you a faster time back onto target. I do have a video coming out soon that will go over the different. I just went through all the P365s that I have and shot them all. There is a significant difference between shooting the comped version and the non-comped version. I know I've gotten some comments on that in the past asking that. And I made an assumption that there would be a big difference, but I hadn't shot the non-comp yet. But I did get the non-comp recently, so I do know for a fact that there is a big difference with what the comp is doing. So if you can, I highly recommend going to the comped version over the non-comp, but there is a significant cost difference there. I think the XL is like $550, $600 new without the comp, and you're $1,000 to $1,200 to get a comped version in the XL. If you go to the X Macro, the comped version is a little bit cheaper. I think it's like $850 or something like that. I don't remember those numbers off the top of my head. I did pick this one up used though, and it was a smoking deal, so I went ahead and got it, and it came with the optic on it. So that's the big differences between the P365 XL with the comp or without the comp. Internally, they're all the same, but I'll go ahead and pull off the slides so you can see. Oops. Take a look at the barrels a little bit closer. So internally, you can see the springs are the same. So if we pull those springs off, if I can get this spring to pop out. Oh, there we go. So you can see they are the exact same spring, but where the differences come in are the barrels. So that's the comped barrel and the non-comped barrel. So there's probably a ½ inch difference there in barrel length. But mechanically they're all identical. And then you can, obviously we kind of looked at this already, but the slide with the comp in the front is a little bit different there. So that is And you can put, this is the longer barrel, you could totally put, I don't see why you couldn't just put this barrel in here and have a comped, maybe you can't. Why is it not going in? Maybe you can't put that in there. There may not be enough room to do it. Nope, it won't let you do it. So, nope, you can't put the longer barrel in the comped and just not have a like comped with that longer barrel and not actually have a comp. So you do need to have that comp if you have the comped gun. So I'll go ahead and pop these back together. While I do that, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you like this content, please subscribe to Orange Tactical. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I just said that. And if you like stuff like this, please ring the notification bell as well so you can get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks and have a great rest of your day.